We now have 3 co-defendants in this trial who have accepted plea deals.
Now, this is a very huge case. It's been going on for about a year. It's the longest trial in Georgia history. It's the longest trial in Georgia history. And it just took a very significant turn last week with the testimony of Antonio Sledge. You know, his personal situation is crazy, and I spoke about that in my last video, but the impact that his testimony or lack thereof has had on this trial is going to be evident very soon. You see, they have had a lot of people come and testify in this trial. They had a key witness named Woody that was supposed to give them a lot of information about crimes that Young Thug and others have committed. And he got up there and said that when the investigators came to him, that he lied to them and all he does is lie, and he was just trying to get himself out of trouble.
When they called you, did they ask you about Thug, or did they ask you about the murder of Donovan Thomas?
I don't know. I don't remember.
So you don't recall going to the police, or you don't recall why?
I don't recall none of that.
Okay.
I just know that every time the police was after me, trying to get me, they kept bringing his name up. And I know that they had me where I had, so I was like, yeah, whatever y'all want me to say, I was here. That's why I told Gaither and Dennis, and that's why they kept coming after me, because they felt like, okay, they can make a case out of him or whatever they trying to do. So they knew that, okay, we gonna get Woody today, you gonna have something to say about Thug, and it's wrong. And y'all are wrong because y'all know that I'm full of shit. And y'all keep trying to drag me in here to bring up bullshit that y'all know I don't say it. Why is y'all doing that? Leave me alone.
So people saw that and said, wow, they don't have a case. You know, they really don't have a case. And I guess other people who were supposed to testify after Woody saw what he did and said, hey, man, I'm not going out on a limb. I'm not going to go out here and say what I know about YSL and this gang and put my life in jeopardy. So I'm just going to say, I don't remember anything. I don't know anything. That was a long time ago. I can't recall. So all the people that have been coming up have not really helped the state's case against Young Thug and the others. Now, you got to remember, there were 28 people charged in this case, and it was 63 counts. And a lot of these people took plea deals. 9 out of the 28 took plea deals. And the people that they've been calling to the stand, I don't think they have plea deals. I think they are just people that they thought would testify against Young Thug and YSL, and they changed their mind. The person that they brought up last week, Antonio Sledge, has a plea deal. He's one of the 9 people that have a plea deal. And he got up there and he recanted all the information that he gave them when he took his plea deal. And I have that information right here. And as a result of what he did, he was sent to jail for 5 years. The next day, they had a hearing and they sent him to jail for 5 years. Now, all the other people that took plea deals saw that happen. And the defense saw that happen. And so the defense understands now that the other 8 people that are going to come up to the stand and testify against them that have these plea agreements with the state, they're going to say exactly what they said in these plea deals because they don't want to go to jail. So now Young Thug and his defense team and all the others that decided to stand trial and not take a plea deal are shaking in their boots now. They're saying, man, we can't go through with this because they're going to say the truth. They're going to tell everything because now they know that the government is serious because they just sent one of our gang members to prison for 5 years because he didn't want to testify. Young Thug and the 19 others that decided to stand trial for this are cooked. So they understand that now. They saw what happened. They see that this is real. And so they damn well know that they have to go up here and comply with this agreement now. All the other witnesses that didn't have this agreement and are just private citizens, and they were supposed to testify against Young Thug and them, and they changed their mind, that's a whole different ballpark. These people that have these plea agreements, they can't do that, or else they're going away right away. And they know that, and the defense knows that. Everybody knows that now. So this case just got very serious. So Young Thug and his boys now are probably back there with the judge trying to work out some kind of deal, trying to say, oh, I was here for 2 years, let me get time served, and 3 more years on top of that, and I'm good. The time for that's probably already come and gone. They're going to have to pay the piper. See, the goal of the prosecutor, the DA, Fani Willis, is to break the gangs. She and the other law enforcement officials in Fulton County know that the crime in Atlanta and in Fulton County is being perpetrated. 80% of the crime is being perpetrated by gangs.
I've made no secret about it, nor any apology, that as the district attorney of Fulton County, my number one focus is targeting gangs. And there's a reason for that. They are committing conservatively 75 to 80% of all of the violent crime that we are seeing within our community. And so they have to be rooted out of our community. I said just a week or two ago, it does not matter what your notoriety is, what your fame is. If you come to Fulton County, Georgia, and you commit crimes, and certainly if those crimes are in furtherance of a street gang, that you are going to become a target and a focus of this district attorney's office, and we are going to prosecute you to the fullest extent of the law.
And their goal is to attack the gangs head on, which means that they, of course, they have the evidence against the gang members as individuals, but their goal is to break the gang culture. So in order to do that, they need the gang members to testify against each other, to rat each other out so people won't trust the gangs anymore, right? There's no loyalty anymore in the gangs because they will turn on each other. That's the goal here. That's why they signed these plea agreements with the gang members and said, we'll let you out of jail. We won't prosecute you. We got 35 years hanging over your head. We won't even go after you. But you got to come in here and you got to break this gang. You got to break them down and let everybody see that there's no loyalty among thieves, that y'all going to turn on each other. That's what we want to do here. So I think the time has come and passed for Young Thug to cut a deal. I don't think there's going to be any real deal on the table. They may have to do years. Okay, if they're willing to do years, yeah, they probably give them a deal. But if they think they're going to be just walking out the courthouse, doing the George Jefferson walk down the street, no, it's not going to happen like that. The government will actually try this case again if they have to. And the DA, Fani Willis, is going to win the election in about, 7 days. They're going to have the election and she's going to win again. So she's going to be here for another 4 years trying these people. She's not going anywhere. Her goal is to break the gangs. That's what she wants to do. And that's what she's doing. And Antonio Sledge was supposed to be the first nail in the coffin of the gangs. And he refused. And you saw what happened to him. So that's how I see the Young Thug trial playing out. We're going to have to wait and see how it turns out. But until then, thanks for stopping by and checking me out. And as always, until next time, peace and stay safe.